Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And going. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there from McCaffrey. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sit through.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
43-yard.
And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Mecole Hardman. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Up to 15 now.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 31, Chiefs 16. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
The Chiefs.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Chiefs 24. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
The 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action. Bridgewater forced out to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
41, Chiefs 24. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
24. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing. The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Mahomes now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third and short.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There he goes, right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And partner, are you... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment
Yo, Nugget, you there?
as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely
What's good, what's good?
in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands
I don't know, it's not popping up. What about you? It's not popping up. What about you?
And he will be brought First out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Yeah, I just played a dude that was 632, but he was trash.
I like him. I like him.
You beat the level. You beat the number 28 dude.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Yeah.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
What?
It's a pickup of
Fuck no. This nigga is in the top 100. Fuck no. I'll tell him to play you.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh. Olsen killed him, bro. What? How did Olsen just kill my safety? What the fuck is going on here? Oh, I know why.
Have taken a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really.
Yeah, but Olsen's slow as dirt.
Today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10.
All right, I'm out of this.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
What, Diggs just doubted you again?
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a...
Oh, yeah, you know how to stop. Hey, you know how to stop it. I got to get out there. You know how to stop it. This dude I played earlier, this dude I just played, I had 400 yards rushing on him. Where the fuck is my play? Oh, there it is.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll air this one.
Let's go! No!
Able to connect. Incomplete.
Teddy, are you serious?
Shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with the guy.
I'm gonna go for it right here. And if you stop me, then I'll go from there.
And hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I gotta see.
Decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more.
Oh, yeah. I had to be patient.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in there.
Oh, yeah.
What a start to this game. They're going for it.
First quarter's really like tendencies and shit.
They got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Bridgewater on 1st down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another
McCaffrey don't drop nothing.
19 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Yeah, McCaffrey he's a dog.
So from
Huh?
Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, finally. He went down to a 98.
McCaffrey. And this one's going
God
to go
damn.
the way, losing yardage back at the 42.
This nigga on my ass. What the fuck?
I tell you, he brings a wood when he comes flying up and run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
So he's nice, bro? Yeah, but you said his defense is dog shit.
They'll hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
I didn't mean to. I didn't even mean to call it timeout, honestly.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
I just picked the wrong play again. We're gonna do this.
They'll run with McCaffrey.
All right. That's fine. That's fine.
A yard to the 41.
Yeah.
The defense was
You locking it? I can't find my play. All right, there it is.
The next time he has
There it is. Okay, now let's do it.
himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses.
Come on, bro, slide.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hold on. Now we gotta do this.
Eyes on that first down marker,
All right.
CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there.
Yeah, bro.
Early on getting to the first down marker, forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Wait, you lost?
It really fires up offensive linemen when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson, and he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Yes, sir.
They're just headed straight for the
Yes, sir. Let's go.
recognition.
We need that pressure.
To hold them to no gain.
Intended for Greg Olson. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Hey, he's got the D. He started shutting my shit down. Like, he wasn't shutting it down, but he was contained.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right.
They'll indeed go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Get out of there. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of there. Let's fucking go. We got ourselves a ball game.
And he will bring
Appreciate it, bro.
this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1.
Why the fuck is my alarm going off? Hold on, bro. Hold on. My girl's here. I just cut your boss man's hair.
Oh, body. My mama got told me, bitch. Oh, she's stupid.
Hey, Chris, hey, Bob. Kristen said she just cut Justin's hair.
So all even
Or Mike's hair.
as they kick it away.
Yeah, Mike.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go, let's go!
And he will bring this one back.
Let's go!
Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right.
How that look?
Turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of
I appreciate it, bro. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my boy. Talking about he watching my stream right now. Talking about I got lucky.
Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14.
Oh, what's up with the stream? Oh, you 96 still? Oh, you just lost. That's right. You 96 right now? I don't know why you took a day break. Yeah, my boy's ranked 96. Yeah, he been playing Call of Duty and Spider-Man. He don't always play Madden.
Pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
Oh, goody. Whoo! Shit. I did not see a screen coming. Fuck.
And really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
What?
Right sideline here is
Damn.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain. On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
I did not see that.
Left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Oh, yeah, this game flying.
Reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Carson with a catch out of the back.
Not yet.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
Oh!
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Where's my hard flat at?
The 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one
yeah, I know that's right.
That didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this...
Good touchdown. Yeah, good touchdown, good touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays.
What killed me was that, like, when Russell was able to throw that one pass, keep the drive alive. Yeah, that shit killed the
Tuesday night college game and decided
Jesus.
to implement it myself.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Yo, this cover 3 Bears really like that? I see a lot of people running online.
Turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over,
what is that, the 4-6 player?
And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there.
Go.
You better be, because otherwise...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads,
I fucking just missed that. Holy shit.
How truly fast they can move. That was incredible. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of
ooh, a nice little spin.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Nice little spin.
Nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Oh, my God.
Tight end Olsen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right.
Killed him.
Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Any state secret.
What the fuck was my curl flat, dude?
Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here.
You say you threw a stupid pick?
As the kick's away.
Hey, really?
Let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, I didn't see.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Trying to get some yards from McCaffrey. Bro, where the fuck is my play?
Play clock
Wow,
down to
bro.
0.
Are you serious? What the fuck?
Start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Oh. This is the wrong one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Winds up and lets it go for... That's caught inside.
Oh, come on!
All the way down to the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It's a 6.
What you mean? It's third quarter.
To 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the...
What play? What you talking about?
Field. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Oh. I got you. Bro. Adjustment.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail.
He plays slow.
To keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Yeah.
This offense converted.
Did you get what I'm saying? Them boring players, bro. This.
Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
I had to wait for him to clear, old buddy.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
McCaffrey, you got to juke that, bro.
Going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
It's like everybody on fucking... Everybody on that team hits hard.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take.
I try not to throw those.
Joey slide out a kickoff.
I added you, because we got to start a league and shit.
This is DJ Reed returning.
No, we're like about to start fresh. So you can get whoever you want.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
No, we're just trying to add people, you know what I'm saying, online that we think are like good, and then we'll, you know what I mean, play it like that.
Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing.
Bro, where is my 3-red guy?
Right
like,
this
shit is about to fucking
like
piss me
they've
off.
got to play catch up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Damn, you really stopped.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Wilson on target there to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before.
Yeah, got my ass.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with my team, though?
Fully in sync. 3 straight passes.
Bro, stop.
They're moving the ball downfield.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This defense really struggling to find answers.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I totally fucked my Justin Field.
Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Might be the final drive, bro. Let's get it. No, me and him. I'm in a neck and neck. It's 28 right now. Oh, I'm trash. What am I doing?
Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
2nd and 11.
What glitch? Oh, the kicker's not a glitch. He really did. Oh, that's weak, bro.
Play action now. Bridgewater.
So weak.
To the right side, and he's
God damn.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there. And
Oh, he really hit you with a glitch. That's so fucked up. Bro, that glitch is so trash. Y'all finally tackled him.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
What the fuck? Teddy, get out of bounds! God damn!
They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I told Teddy to get the fuck out of bounds, bro.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He gives it on.
Now here to go, running the ball. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
Spent a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the
Hey, I feel you. That's what you got to do, you know what I mean? You got to see what the people's tendencies are and shit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater.
Sorry I had to do it to you. Oh, he picked it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quadri
Yep.
Diggs. And a big return will get him all the way.
Hey, I clicked on both now. I was like, y'all ain't getting juked.
Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st down, Carson. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
Come on, smack him. What are you doing?
Wilson connects.
You can't play the pass.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves decision.
Boy, smacking.
4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
They go play action. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Come on now. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Of course, DK can burn somebody that's 93 speed. Of course he can.
Seattle. DK Metcalf. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
For Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 76 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Panthers 35. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this
You did it back. You did it back to him. He did it back to him.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Airing it out for...
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Oh, my fucking God.
They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 40-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the...